At Disney's Hollywood Studios Park, tucked away in a corner is the most magical Disney experience. It's called the Animation Academy. Here you will get a lesson on how to draw a famous Disney character. Instructors are highly skilled and do several character lessons a day. It's free and allows you to make a free souvenir to take home. Today we'll be drawing Donald Duck. Okay, first you're going to need to draw a circle about the size of a grapefruit. You're going to need to practice a few times before you get started and then circle round and round. Make sure you do it lightly. Most everything you're going to do is going to need to be light at first. Then you're going to draw a guiding line straight down the middle, and then another one at the bottom fourth of the circle. Remember to keep it light. Next, we're going to work on his hat, the guiding circle for his hat. It's going to be a squashed oval just on the top of his head, about the same width as the circle you made before. Okay, now let's work on his eyes. You're going to make a elongated oval, and you're going to have it so it touches the bottom of your guiding. Make sure that you leave a space so he doesn't look cross-eyed. Now we need to work on his eyebrows. You need to make them arched into the top of your circle. And he's very expressive, so make sure you make them dark and you can kind of tilt them one way or the other. He's very, very expressive. Now we're going to work on the inside of his eyes. You're just going to make the same shape as you did before, but so it touches the bottom of your eye. And make sure you leave a little space in between so he doesn't look cross-eyed. Then you're going to fill in those circles. Make sure you keep things light until you know you're ready. That's the line that you want to keep. Okay, next you're going to make a little arc in between his eyes. It's going to be the top of his bill. It's just going to be a small arc, kind of like a nose. And then you're going to follow out underneath the eye and make kind of a curve. You're going to go underneath the eye, curve out towards the guiding line, and have it touch the guiding line. Just like that. I'm going to do that on the other side too. Okay, next we're going to make little dimples for him. They're going to be just half-shaped crescents on top of the guiding line. Now we're going to work on the rest of his bill. You're going to follow the circle's guiding lines and pull it down about half an inch, maybe a little further. Then you're going to connect those lines so you have a little, kind of like a rectangle underneath. And then you're going to draw another guiding line just above that, so it's about halfway between the line you had before and the line you just drew. Okay, now you're going to smooth those two lines together at the end. You're going to curve them together because all good characters have curved lines. We don't have pointy lines for those. So you're going to connect that bottom guiding line with that middle guiding line. And then make it nice and dark underneath because that's going to be his top bill. Then you're going to make a V type shape, a sideways V. Make sure you make it smooth. You're going to connect the line that you just made with the dimples. Make sure you make it smooth out so it's nice and rounded. Then you're going to make a little mark in between. You're going to go right underneath the oval, the curve that you put for his eyes, and just kind of make it about the same size on that line, that guiding line in the middle. Now we're going to connect those top bills that we made earlier to connect to his bill. You're just going to smooth it, turn it in towards it. So now you can see that he has his bill, but now you need to make sure he's smiling. So you're going to follow those lines that you just made, make really, really light guiding lines. You're going to go all the way down, make kind of a squashed U shape. So you kind of can see his mouth open. The further you go, the more he's smiling. So it's up to you how you do it. And then you're going to darken in that bottom part to show exactly where his bill is. And now ducks, when they open their mouth, they have a rim. So you're going to draw a parallel line to that to make the rim of his mouth. And then, because his mouth is open, you need a tongue. So just make a V. So you can darken in any lines that you want. We're going to work with feathers now. So you need to connect his bill to the rest of the face. So just draw a couple just short curves to start his feathers. Then we're going to go up to the top where his eyebrows are. And you're going to make wave-like or fire-like looking things. And there's going to be about 3 that fit up there in between his eyebrows. Now you're going to follow it the rest of the way down from the edge of his eyebrow all the way down to that little curve that you made earlier. And you can make them however you want. This is your Donald. You can make him look as fluffy or as fuzzy as you want. And just do that on both sides. Okay, now we're going to work on his hat. You're going to go to the edge of his eyebrows, and you're going to draw lines straight up. You're going to make it look kind of like a hockey puck, so it's going to come up maybe 1/8 of an inch. And you're going to connect those lines together and then shade it in. So it looks like he has a hockey puck on top of his head. Okay, next we're going to make his hat, and you're going to kind of follow the shape that you had before with your guiding line. You're going to make it look kind of like a jelly bean. So you're going to curve it around on both sides and have one overlapping the other. So it looks like a giant jelly bean or the top of a loaf of bread. And now we need to do the ribbon. So over to the side on the left, you're going to draw 2 lines. They're going to be close together at the top, and they're going to be further apart the further you get away. Just like that. And then you're going to draw an upside down V to connect the 2 lines together and shade it in. Okay, once you finish this shade in, darken in any parts that you want that you feel like need to be seen more. I love making his eyebrows dark. And then you need to sign it like all artists do. There's Donald.